All right, good morning. Another Bikes and Vans mini adventure today, Saturday, June 7th. I was on my way down to Paradise Point State Park, down near Battleground, Washington, down towards Vancouver-ish area, towards Portland. I was going to camp there tonight and then go ride at Yacolt Burn State Forest tomorrow. I always seen videos of that trail called Trillium, and I want to check it out. So I'll do that tomorrow morning. But first, a stop here locally at Swan Creek Mountain Bike Park here in Tacoma. Beautiful day for it. Figure I'd get some riding in before I get on the highway for a couple hours and head south to the campsite. Of course, after almost getting to the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, I realized that I did not bring my mountain biking shoes. So for about the third time in 2 years, I stopped at REI to get some new mountain biking shoes. Not exactly well, the color's not bad, but I don't like the 510s as much since they got sold to Adidas. They're still okay. They fit the bill. They do the job. But the Ride Concepts shoes are my favorite. But I didn't have any, period, so these will have to do. And I gotta tell you, I got a great deal on the shoes. They were $36 on sale, clearance rack, just my size. So anyway, off we go to Swan Creek. You know, I've had videos of here at Swan Creek before, and again, it's not like a huge, area, but there's a lot of trails and they're fun. But one of the reasons I love it is just it's so accessible from the parking area. It's like right here. You just find a little parking spot, get yourself ready to go, and then you just pedal up this nice, paved little access area. Dog park on one side, additional trails and walking areas on the right. And then here you are already at the, kind of main central area. Little picnic pavilion. The pump tracks right there, some drop lines, and you're right in the middle of the trails. Kind of cool. Okay, here's one of the drop lines here. This little jump line is called Jumpin' Zach Flash. Real small little warm-up line. Alright, this one's a blue trail called Joyride. There are three running or jump-ish lines from here. Joyride, Frigidaire, and TNT, which I've yet to do TNT. Kind of out of my skill set. I mean, it's probably in my wheelhouse, but I don't really want to try it. So we'll do Joyride and Frigidaire here, and then see if they've opened up ground control yet. I don't think they have, but just pedal around. There's a lot of good cross-country style trails through here, so we'll do that. But here's Joyride. down here up to TNT. And to be fair, I don't think I'd have a problem with this one or the next one. Or, yeah, I don't know. Then it gets into that step down. That looks a little big for me. Although it's not like I haven't done bigger. Just gives me enough pause to just pass, you know. We'll go up and do Frigidaire. This one's called Ground Control. It looks like they haven't closed it to start rebuilding it yet, so we'll give it a shot. This is a fun one. This is probably my favorite trail here of the ones I've hit. I bet some of these other ones that I haven't hit yet would be more fun, but I'm just not up for it. So here we go, Ground Control. Hey, another rundown Ground Control. I took a quick break over in the covered pavilion area, and I downloaded the 1 minute or so run of Ground Control that I just took. And I don't know if I'm really going that slow or if it's just my camera position on top of my half helmet, but like I felt like I was booking during the run, and then I watched the video playback. I'm like, man, it looks so slow, but it is what it is, I guess. Still fun. This is a little green trail. It's not little. Called Hustle and Flow. It kind of circumnavigates the whole park, and I think intersects most, if not all, of the main trails. So we're at the far end of the park now, and gonna make our way back. Probably one more run down Frigidaire, and then back to the van to get on the road to the campground. Nice little cross-country blue trail called Breaking Bad. Aptly titled for being here in Tacoma, I'm sure. Although it was spelled breaking, like hitting your brakes, not breaking, like damaging something. So, still, good trail title for sure. I'm not really sure where it goes, but just trying to put a little bit extra distance on before I head back to the van and the parking lot. Back to Frigid Air. It took me a while to find it, but here we are. I didn't think the van was going to make it all the way up here, but here we are. Larch Mountain Trailhead and the Trillium Trail. I was having second thoughts, but I just saw another guy. He's here. I don't know if this is the place you kind of want to do alone, but now I'm not alone, so there's a guy a little bit in front of me. I'll follow him down. Oh, right off the bat, cool. Oh wow, neat. Well, so far I think this is a little more than I bargained for, but I'll make my way down at least to the first crossing. Awesome trail. As I've heard everybody say. To be fair though, this is probably what I need to do more of to get better at the downhill stuff. Oh, that looks fun, right? It'd be quite the climb to get back to the van. Yeah. That section of the trail, not too aggressively, you might have noticed, but it's fun. It's really cool. Looks like they had a Cascadia Dirt Cup race here or something like that this weekend, because there's some tape still on the trail. As I made my way down, I got to the first crossroad there at the end of the upper part of the trail. I think it was like 0.7 miles or something down, and it was a descent. Like, it's a downhill course for sure. A few drops, a few kickers, stuff like that. Super cool. But on my way, I didn't know how to get back up. I clearly missed a trail there that was called Aaron's Climb Trail, and because I could see where that goes off of the beginning of Trillium to the left. I'm pretty sure that's Aaron's Climb Trail coming back up. And it looked like on Trail Forks it was going to be pretty easy to spot off of the little fire road there, or the access road, like the one I'm on now. But I couldn't find it. So I kept going on the access road until I came to a gate. I had to pop the bike over the gate and then slide underneath it. And then I was on a paved road again, and I pedaled out to basically a four-way intersection. I'm not sure, it's like the intersection like 1400 and 1500 logging roads. So, and at that point I knew where I was. I was like, oh yeah, I know where I am. It's right where the pavement ends up this hill that I'm going on now. Back down. And from there, the pavement ended. It was 1.3 miles from where the pavement ends to the large mountain parking area. So I was pushing all the way up this hill. I got to about, I don't know, I would say I probably got about a third of the way up. And luckily, this guy Jason, who I saw up there earlier when I was unloading my bike, he's just shuttling his kid back and forth. So he's going down in his pickup truck, picking his kid up, who's riding all the way down to like the Cold Creek campground area, picking him back up, bringing him back up here, and letting him ride back down again while he goes down and picks him up. So he stopped graciously and was like, would you like to ride up? I was like, F yes, I would. Thanked him profusely. Probably should have tipped him or something, but he looked like he was doing all right. So luckily he gave me a ride up, because I was like maybe right there at that second bend in the road. I still had a ways to go. So he gave me a ride back up, and then he mentioned that I told him I was like a newbie here, like I'd never been here before, and I may have bit off more than I can chew, so he recommended that I go down to one of the lower areas, down past the correction center, park there, and then I could ride down, and the climb up is a little bit more reasonable. So I'm gonna go check that out, see if that's something I want to do. And God, it's beautiful up here though, right? Look at all that. I'm not even sure what mountain that is, probably Mount Adams. That's gorgeous. Anyway, next stop, somewhere here. So the next stop was not somewhere here. I went down past the correction center. I was looking for a couple of parking areas. The road kind of turned into a dirt road again after the correction center, and wasn't really sure. I should have done, I think I did a little bit of research, right, about the place, but I'm just not great with directions, to be honest with you.
which is why I ended up at the very tip top of the mountain for like my first time there. It's probably not the smartest idea. I would like to go back to Yacolt Burn State Forest because I feel like there's other parking areas that are a little bit more accessible to some of the trails that I would enjoy. Trillium was awesome, the upper part that I rode, and I feel like if I had a car, maybe a buddy or two, like with somebody who wasn't riding, to shuttle us up and down, that would be awesome. But I see like MTB Corbin's videos. That's like his home area there. There's a ton of trails there, and I feel like I just would have to find the right place to start from. So, give me something to do this summer, something to figure out. Great little weekend though. Great camping at Paradise Point State Park. Great riding at Swan Creek as usual, and yeah, I'm gonna get down there again this summer, but I'm definitely not gonna go all the way up to the top of the Larch Mountain parking area. Like that was probably not the preferred first time at the Yacolt Burn State Forest place to go.